Welcome back and happy Saturday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's talk weather. So what can we expect as we continue throughout these weekend days? We do have breezy skies expected for us, especially as we look into tomorrow. Some elevated wind speeds continue with us, especially during those Sunday afternoon hours. Mountain areas can get up to wind gusts 65, 75 miles an hour. Those are just those gusts locally, a lot less in terms of those speeds, but still quite blustery, might I say, maybe 25, 30 mile an hour winds. Now, we are expecting still warmer temperatures as we continue throughout the rest of the weekend. Still, those afternoon highs tomorrow will be in those upper 70s with partly cloudy skies. And then as we start the work week, we have cooler temperatures moving on in. So that means after these wind speeds move on through, we've got this cold front pushing on through to drop us down just a couple of degrees for Monday before we even back out for the rest of the work week closer to those averages. Our wind speeds today were pretty mild, but again, we're going to start to see those increase tomorrow, pushing into those higher ones, maybe 20, 25, 30 mile an hour wind speeds. Those highs earlier today, even with the wind, even with these breezy skies, nice and warm. 81 degrees in Grand Junction, 84 through Moab, 79 in Delta, 77 in Nukla. Montrose, we weren't very far behind at 73. Down that I-70 corridor, mid-70s. The only areas in the 60s were actually only Aspen and Gunnison. Our almanac has us with temperatures earlier today pushing well above those seasonal averages. Now that low end of things was shy from last night of those seasonal averages by just a few degrees, but we're pretty much right where we want to be on that low end of things. However, I was mentioning this front that's going to move on through. Of course, this isn't going to affect us until Monday, but we're really starting to watch this push across the Intermountain West, and that's what's going to give us that decrease in temperatures, well, on Monday. However, before that happens, we're still expecting again those 77-degree temperatures in Grand Junction tomorrow, 78 through Moab, looking at 76 in Delta, Montrose, Nukla, 72, same with Paonia. We'll notice in those high regions, the only areas again that are in those 60s are Aspen and Gunnison at 68. So still really on that pleasant side of things as we look with those partly cloudy skies. Now we'll take a wider look at that front I was just talking about. So we're watching this closed low move across the Intermountain West, and it's going to bring some very widespread showers to all of this region. However, locally, we're only going to see those showers through essentially the central mountains. Some areas above the tree line could get 1 to 2 inches of snowfall with this system. Locally, there's just about maybe a 10-20% chance for rain showers on Monday and late Sunday night. This is what we're looking at as it moves on in. So yes, that southern region and yes, that continental divide region late night on Sunday and into Monday is looking at that possible rainfall, but really not for us here in the valley. Now, I still have Raisin hanging out with me this week for the dog walking forecast. Windy skies as we look into tomorrow when we hit those peak temperatures during the late afternoon hours. But Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast again has us dropping off on Monday. Still about a 10% chance for those showers throughout most of the work week, but overall partly cloudy skies, and we'll be right around those normals for the kind of beginning of May. Montrose, now we're just a few degrees behind. We are going to be seeing 50s on Mondays before we return a little bit more towards those normals in the 60s.